Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be reviewing and also doing a demo on the new Sephora Pro eyeshadow palettes. These dropped I think like last week sometime, and they're basically like Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes but dupes, I guess. So this palette retails for $68, so it is pretty expensive. However, you do get 28 eyeshadows, so for $68 for a high-end palette, that's not awful, but it's definitely more on like the higher end side. Like you can go to Morphe and get a palette that has like 40 eyeshadows in it for $25. So it's really all about your personal preference and what you're willing to spend on an eyeshadow palette. This palette is really heavy. Like, it's super duty. You can tell the packaging is not cheap. Like, if you feel it, it definitely has some weight to it. This one is the Sephora Pro editorial palette. So they came out with 3 eyeshadow palettes, an editorial one, a warm one, and then a cool toned one. So I went with the editorial one just because it has some colors in here that I was like, let me just get some color for once in my life. The good thing about this eyeshadow palette is that it has a big freaking mirror, which is awesome. I'm going to take this orange shade right here and I'm going to put this in my crease, and this is going to act as my transition shade. So the only thing I don't really like about this palette is it doesn't really have any transition shades in it. You know, I just feel like I need a medium toned brown in this palette, and then like we would have been good. It definitely has a lot of fallout, which fallout does not bother me really, but I know that it bothers some people. But I feel like the more fallout an eyeshadow has, the more pigmented it is. So fallout for me is always like a good sign, because I always do my eyes first. So let's say I get like eyeshadow down here, I'll just wipe it away and then do my foundation. So it's not really a big deal for me, but I know a lot of people don't really like that. So I wanted to mention it. So I definitely like this palette. I think that it has some bomb eyeshadows in here, girl. And like, they're definitely nice and pigmented, as you guys saw the swatches. I think they're really nice. However, I do feel like there's some inconsistencies with the matte eyeshadows. Like, the formula of the matte eyeshadows are definitely dry. So like, if I could compare this to an eyeshadow, it wouldn't be like the ABH eyeshadows or like the Morphe eyeshadows. It's like very dry. So I would compare them to more of like BH Cosmetics eyeshadows, which is not a good thing, because for $68, man, these things can be gliding on, you know what I mean? Which I find out when you go to blend these things, because they're so dry, it takes more of a while to blend. So I mean, that's not really a horrible thing, but I just feel like if they would have took more time on the mattes, they would have been better. Now the shimmers in this palette are bomb. Like, the shimmers are literally like so pigmented that they're like pressed glitter. So I'm here for the shimmers, but I just feel like the mattes could have been a little bit more creamier. Next shade I'm going to take is this hot pink shade. So I'm so happy that this palette has a hot pink shade in it, because like, you can't really find a lot of eyeshadow palettes that have like a true hot pink. So I think that's awesome, and it's matte too. So, but do you see how pigmented that eyeshadow is? So yeah, the pigment is definitely there. It's just, I wish the matte shades were a little bit more creamier. That way it'd be a little bit more easy to blend. But I'm definitely here for this palette, and I'm happy I bought this one, because I feel like the warm and the cool tone palettes are nice, but like, they're not like as beautiful as this one. You know what I mean? This one is just like the best, I think. Now just going back in with that orange shade and blending out the edges some more. Darker purple shade, and applying this in more of like the outer V of my eye. Deepen up the look, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Now this is like a black purpley shade, I think. Like, I definitely see black in it, but then I also see purple as well. So I'm just going to take this and put this like on the outer V of my eye. That way we can deepen up this look. and we're bringing it into the crease as well. Alright, so now I'm going to take my ABH concealer and cut my crease because, girl, I just feel like I can't do my makeup without it. So for my eyeshadow lid color, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is kind of like a silver, but it's more of like a white silver. So I'm just going to take it on my brush and put a lot on here. Then I am going to spray my brush just because I would, regardless of any palette, you know. And then just pack this on my lid. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes and my face makeup, and then I'll be back to give you guys my final thoughts on the palette. Alright guys, so I'm definitely going to say that I'm here for this palette. I do really like it. It is $68, so just keep that in mind. You know, if you want to buy this palette, it's expensive, you know, so it's really just all about like what you're willing to spend on an eyeshadow palette. So I do want to show you guys what I was talking about with the fallout. If you guys can see, there's like pieces of eyeshadows everywhere. So like as you can see, like it's like mixing in with the other eyeshadows. So that's what I was talking about when I said this palette has a lot of fallout. I do really like this palette. I think I can get like a bunch of looks out of it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe on the way out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.